Alright. We good? Alright. Coolio. Alright, we're back with Minecraft. Again, it's been how long now? I think the last time I streamed Minecraft was when I attempted to do a hardcore world. At least I think I did. All I remember when I streamed Minecraft last was I tried to build a mountain house, or like something. I tried to build a mountain base, and I tried to make like this massive circular doorway, I think. And then I ended up falling to my death, and I called it quits there. I don't know if that was because it was a hardcore world or not, but this time we're definitely not doing hardcore shenanigans. We're just going to try to vibe and just try to build whatever. I'm either going to try to go for a hobbit hole, or I'm going to continue with the mountain base idea, because I do like the idea of making a cozy little mountain house. So anyway, let's just create a new world. Just get started. Yeah, we're not doing hardcore. Fuck that. And yeah, let's just go. I'm so not used to seeing like the new baby mobs, because now they have like these little pitch black beady eyes now. Alright, what do we got in the chest? Wooden tools, stone pickaxe, some wood. This wood right here, this mangrove log, doesn't that look like a beef Wellington to you? This right here? Tell me that doesn't look like a beef Wellington. Here, let me pull it out for you. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look like a beef Wellington? Anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and just start. Okay, we got coal right here. Perfect. And then after we get this coal, I'm going to see what our view is looking like. Because if we got a good view, then maybe my plan for a build will change depending on that. Because I would like to make a mountain base, like a little house built into the foundation of a mountain. But the problem with doing that is often, you know, you don't really get a good chance of having a view necessarily, depending on where you put it. So we'll have to see what our trajectory is looking like. All right, what are we looking at? Ooh, you see what I said? Ooh, that is perfect, right there. Wow, fruits of my loins. Wow, and we look at that. We get a nice little swamp to our right. You know, from looking from there to our right. Anyway, get some meat. That's perfect. I'm just sitting here talking about like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's right there. I can literally build a little house right there. I can see the vision. All right, that's our goal. We're gonna try to set up a little base on that mountain. All right, let's get some wood. Build a BBC, a big, beautiful cathedral. I actually had a different server that I was in with my bro, and I did end up building like this like large castle tower, and I was proud of it. It looked really good. Now building a whole ass cathedral, that's probably gonna take about a week. I'm gonna be honest. Arise, chicken. Arise, chicken. Did they change your guys' death noise? I don't remember that one. Oh, alright, we have chicks now. Instead of just baby chickens, it's just chicks. Get all the coal we can get, because Lord knows we might need it for torches and whatnot. Don't know how long this is going to go. I'm just, again, I always say this with these streams, that they're always, like, impromptu, because they might as well be. I don't follow a schedule, and I always just kind of do these just whenever I feel like it. And they always do tend to come out of nowhere. So a lot of the time I do just say, yeah, this is an impromptu stream with no real planning ahead. So it happens. Play hard. I already did, man. I think that was the last time I streamed this, and I ended up dying when I was trying to build a mountain base. And it was embarrassing, too, because I think when I was trying to build the base, I was just building the outside doorway, and I was, like, a few blocks higher than I should have been. And I was, like, maybe, like, 6 blocks high. I fell down from the door frame and died trying to build my base. It was embarrassing, dude. I'm like, I don't know if I want that to happen again. Can I just want to vibe. What's something we can talk about? This morning, Dan hit me up. He was like, oh, by the way, your Crocker TikToks have gained traction in one of the Castlevania Discords. I'm like, oh, God. I mean, I knew someone was going to find it eventually, because, I mean, I put my artwork and my voiceovers on the same channel. You bought Pokopia a few weeks ago. Hold on, let me look at that. A few weeks ago. Still haven't opened it. Pokemon stealing my favorite Billy Block series from Dragon Quest hurts a little. Damn. You know, that's something I need to play too, and me and my bro was looking at that too. He came over to visit for a week, and he was looking at Dragon Quest Builders. And I was like, Zelrog was talking about that for a while, and he's suggested that game to me for a while, and, I've had my eye on it. I've never played a Dragon Quest game before, so I'm just like, I don't know if it looks interesting, it looks fun, but I think it's just one of those things where I'm going to have to, like, wait for, like, a sale. Right. But no, going back to the Crocker TikToks, yeah. So I've been posting a bunch of my voiceovers to my TikTok, which I don't use very often, as I usually tend to use Twitter and Instagram for my artwork more than anything else. So I usually just decided to post my artwork to TikTok as an afterthought. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm like, voiceovers can take off over there pretty well, don't they? So I decided to just start posting my voiceovers over there. So I started with some of the Frollo stuff and then the Crocker stuff, and boy oh boy, did the Crocker ones really take off. Like, they really took off. Now I'm starting to see people re-upload my Crocker videos to Twitter. That's how... I've never seen that happen before with my videos, where I actually see people upload them to Twitter. And those uploads have gotten hella popular too. Just make the damn basket, Turner! Alright, we got plenty of meat. I think we need to start building stuff. Let me get a crafting table made. There you go. The demo also covers like 10 hours? Holy shit. Damn. That is a generous demo. 10 hours for a demo? God damn. Black sheep. Square is good about... Yeah, they kind of are, yeah. God damn. Alright, yeah, so here's the spot for those SEA dubs. I think didn't you post? Yeah. I think I saw you post about that. Okay, but yeah, here's the spot that I have planned out for the mountain base. The idea, at least I think, is I would like to have, well, I don't know if I want to just be a door. Maybe I can do a thing where I can just have this whole square, like this whole cubicle section here, just be all windows. I'll figure something out. I don't want it to just look like an advanced hobbit hole. I want it to look like a unique like mountain base. Yes, I am hobbiting again. My inner hobbit mind is taking over my construction skills. I have hobbit vision. It's like every time you take a look at a piece of land or you look at a hill, you just look at it and you go, how would that look if I made it into a hobbit hole? Shout out to that Hobbit game. Yeah, no one bought that. Neither did I. That game looked corny as fuck just from the trailers. I was like, no, thank you. I don't know what it is with Lord of the Rings games lately, man. Like, for the past, like, what was it, 6 years? Like, the past few years for Lord of the Rings games has just been so bad. We had that Gollum game, which is arguably the most, egregious of the bunch. And then we had that farming simulator. And then we had that dwarf game, which I think is a little bit better. I haven't played it, but it looked a little bit better. That dwarf simulator with the mines, the mining simulator, I guess. That looked somewhat better. But it's like, dude, what is it going to take for us to get back to, like, actual Lord of the Rings video games? Like War in the North or, like, Conquest, like, or even just remaster the old movie video games like Two Towers and Return of the King. People have been waiting for that. Okay, it's getting dark. Do we have wool? I only got gray wool, man. About to take a bunch of fall damage. And the fall damage. And the fall damage. And the fall damage. And the fall damage. Okay, we need to eat. Lord of the Rings and Star Trek both feel like they're licensed owners shitting anything, but yeah. Star Wars is the same way. At least with Star Wars, they have at least some action going on and not just crap simulators. I might not be interested in Star Wars Outlaws, but at least it's an action game. Sasuke has more brain damage than Goku, and I blame Datara's bloodstream bombs. You know what? Maybe that's the reason why he's so fucked up, is because he has brain damage. Oh my god, I almost died. Okay. Zombies. That's a lot of horses. And that's a lot of zombies. Okay, we really need to go, quick. Dig a hole. Dig a hole! 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 Okay, we're just gonna situate here temporarily until I figure something out. Oh fuck. Well, I do have. What killed me? How'd he get in? You know what? That's fine. We're not that far. We're like right there. How'd he kill me? Did I forget to? Was there like one square tile above my head that he just snuck through? That's probably what happened. I was gonna place a bunch of torches in there for cover, but that didn't go anywhere. How much you want to bet that zombie's still in there? If I try to go back in there, he's probably still in there. This is a stupid idea. Why am I doing this? Why am I trying? Yeah, let me guess. I didn't cover it all the way? I didn't cover it all the way. Oh, he's not in here. Good. Okay, let me make some torches. Here you go. Light. Crafting table. Sticks ahoy. Let me get more torches. Definitely more torches. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we got a new Zarog. I don't know if you noticed this. Apparently, one of the more recent updates, I don't know which one it was, but now we've got spears. I don't know what exactly the practicality of them are, but I know they can be used as weapons. Yeah, we've got spears now. Don't know if I'm going to make one, though. I just want to focus on mining at the moment, so stone pickaxe it is. Yeah, no, I hear you. Like, I don't really keep that much in touch with what's going on with Minecraft these days. Like, if I see it pop up on Twitter, then I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. But most of the time, ever since, like, the Caves and Cliffs update, a lot of these updates from Mojang, as people have pointed out, have mostly just been small, trivial shit. Like, you know, cozy stuff, like aesthetic stuff. Never, like, anything particularly groundbreaking or innovative. It's just, oh, here's a new block. Here's a new tile set. Here's a new mob that doesn't do anything. Here's a new variant of wooden stairs for you. I mean, yeah, I love new blocks too, but, you know, it's like when you get big updates like Caves and Cliffs, because Caves and Cliffs was a massive update. That's when we actually got to see, like, we got mountains. Like, we got mountains that actually look like mountains. And we got caves that actually look like caves. It's like, holy shit, that's a game changer. Like, that's actually them taking risks and changing the game for once. But it's like, you know, if all you have to offer after, like, a year of waiting is just, oh, here's some new blocks, and here's one new mob. Like, I understand from their perspective, they're like, okay, you don't want to change the game too much, because then you risk alienating the player base. And I get that, but this game is over 10 years old. And people have pointed out many times that, like, just fan mods are capable of doing much, much more in less time. Alright, what are we doing here? Is it daytime yet? Didn't think so. Guess we're just gonna chill in here a little bit and wait. Get this coal while I'm at it. I'm definitely not gonna make this my mountain base. Has no foundation. Oh, you know what? I remember what I was gonna do. Yeah, no, it's coming back to me now. So, when I was trying to make my mountain base, what was that, like a year ago? I think it was like a year ago, wasn't it? I tried making the mountain base on the outside, and I was, like, trying to make 2 twin windows that were set diagonally. And the problem was, you know, the windows were so big that I would have to, like, climb up there and place them strategically. And because I lost my footing on one of the windows, slipped off and fell to my death. Gotta love it. Yeah, fucking make the bone meal. Does anyone actually use scaffolding? The only time I use scaffolding is as, like, a decoration piece. I never actually use it as, like, a ladder, or whatever the hell it's meant to be used for. Because we have ladders. And if you want to make an elevator, people usually just make a water elevator anyway. Is it daylight yet? God damn, the day and night cycle in this game takes so fucking long. Well, I guess we can make a furnace. I need to cook this meat. Think furnace with wings. Oh, I forgot I had armor. Well, copper armor anyway. So before I started streaming, it was going to be a toss-up between this or Outlaws, the LucasArts boomer shooter game, because I've been wanting to show that off for a bit. Maybe next time I'll do that. Uh, it was Outlaws, or I was thinking about even Metal Slug, which, it's quite a drastic departure from Minecraft. You got a relaxing game here, and you got Metal Slug, which is a very, very intense and unforgiving game, which, yeah. So, I like Metal Slug, though. Very fun. Are you a cactuar? Yes, I am. I am indeed a cactuar. This is from the Final Fantasy 15 bundle? Finished my first retro achievements. It's up for review. Nice. It is indeed cute. Which game was it? Oh, here we go, daylight. I can leave my little man cave. About damn time. A version of Snake on the Atari 2600 called Tapeworm. Out of anything you could have possibly said, that was not any of the things that I was expecting. I didn't think they made achievements for the Atari games on there. Holy shit. Hmm. Like that Pokemon mini console. Yeah, the stuff you've shown me so far, yeah, they've got some really oddly specific stuff for retro achievements. Like if you're that bored, like if you're really, really fucking bored, they might have some retro achievements for you somewhere. Towards us doing a set for Majora Rando. Oh man. Reach out to the open roller coaster tycoon guys. All right. Okay. What's the plan for this build here that I want to try? I think for now. Here, let's place a door right here. Yes, hole. Hole. Fuck it. Hobbits just look at a hill and they go, hole. Alright. So we're basically just gonna... We're just gonna, like... Yeah. No, I think from here I'm just... Well, I need to be careful, too, because I need to know how far this goes. Still mind-blowing to think that there was a time Minecraft and Awesome Not to appears. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Going back to this conversation again, though, about how often this game gets updated, there is also the idea that, like, maybe the game is better this way. Like, the fact that it still looks the same and plays the same after over 10 years is probably a good thing because that makes it more timeless. And it makes it to where you can revisit it and come back to it and still feel like, wow, it's the same game that I played 10 years ago. Because, it's still Minecraft. Like, yeah, you got new blocks, you got new mobs, but the familiar stuff is still here, right? The old stuff, the classic stuff is all still here. It all still looks the same. Plays the same, kind of arguable, yeah, I mean... Especially if you're playing on PC, because that was when they had, like, what was it, the combat update? Which console doesn't have. We don't have the combat update where it has that weird, like, timed sword swing thing. Well, I need to build a new pick. Crafting table. Alright, I want to assume it's right there, so I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, no, for some reason, Bedrock... Yeah, no, console, for some reason, console just refuses to add the combat update. I don't know why. I don't know, because, like, I know it's a controversial update. I know that. Like, I remember when it came out, that was causing a lot of divisiveness in the community. But it's like, why was it kept from console, though? Because it's still on, Java. I'll probably have to look into that. Like what's the reasoning for that? Just gonna try to build as high up as I can. You know, there was a server that I used to be a part of, or like a group for Minecraft that I was a part of like 5 years ago. And I mean, I'm still friends with them, but we don't play nearly as much anymore. But we would have these Minecraft servers where we play on all the time. And this one guy who arguably taught me everything I know about terraforming, he loved terraforming, and it was a very patient thing to do. Which, he would bring me into his worlds, and I'd be like, dude, there's no way you did this in survival. He's like, yeah, I did this in survival. Because he would have builds that would look like they were done in creative, and I'm like, dude, there is no way you did all this in survival. But he's like, no, man, it just takes time. You know, just take your time, terraform, get your resources, and yeah. I'm like, damn, dude, really? So, you know, after playing with him for a while, you know, I learned the ropes about terraforming and making these large builds for survival. And one thing that you begin to appreciate about survival after a while of playing it, you, like, once you get hooked on survival, you never go back to creative. You don't. I used to be one of those people way back in the day. I used to be strictly all about creative mode. Because to me, like, playing on survival just wasn't nearly as fun. Because I was like, oh, I want the immediate dopamine hit of, like, building something that I want, right? But you come to realize that you get more dopamine when you earn it. Like, it feels better when you actually work for the resources that you get to make the build. Whereas, if you already have all of the resources at your disposal in an infinite supply, not only does the build get done faster, but it just doesn't feel nearly as satisfying when it's done. You feel more accomplished when you've, like, earned it. You know what I'm saying? But going back to this one guy, though, the guy who taught me all about terraforming, he was the kind of guy where if I went and gathered a bunch of diamond, or even iron for that matter, if I got iron tools or diamond tools, I'd be like, hey man, do you need an iron pick? Do you need a diamond pick? And he'd be like, no man, I'm good. He would sit here and use what I'm using right now. He would use stone tools to terraform. And it's because he liked taking his time. He didn't want to rush the process. So, like, even in survival, even when you have to earn your resources, there's even people out there that specifically like to take their time. They don't even want to use diamond tools because they feel like that rushes the process even more. And I'm like, dude, come on, man, you can make this faster. Like, if I had a diamond pick right now, this whole thing could be done right now. Like, legit, idle game behavior. Okay, we need to get some torches set up in here. It's dark. Oh, it's dark in here. Speaking of Frollo, though, with the voiceovers, I think I did one recently yesterday. And again, these I with the Frollo voiceovers, these are actually dubs of these animations from a creator known as Hug Your Loaf, and she does a lot of these awesome like what if scenarios with Disney villains, and she has a bunch of them dedicated to Frollo, and so I've been dubbing over a bunch of them, and one of them recently had to do with Cedric from Sophia the First, which I've never watched that show, so I didn't know who Cedric was. So I had to watch like a clip of like Cedric moments to like gauge what he sounded like. You know, and he kind of sounds like this. And so that was a trip. And the video was basically about Cedric, who is like a wizard, I guess. He runs into Frollo, and Frollo's like, "Oh, execute him." And so he's like, "Oh, quick, turn into your worst nightmare." And then Cedric turns him into his worst nightmare, which is a gypsy. So Frollo becomes a gypsy. Okay, where are we at? I think I'll do one more layer, maybe two. Two more layers. Layers! Minecraft has layers. The caves are cool, but part of me misses the predictability of a big checkerboard diamond mine. Yeah. Yeah, you can't say that word anymore. Yeah, no, part of me realized that too when I was recording the dub, because I noticed that the creator wrote the script to have them say Romani. Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I feel like if we're talking about Frollo, it is kind of like integral to his character as a racist to call them gypsies. That's kind of the point. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be offensive. But, I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not torn up about saying it. Like, you want me to say Romani? Fine, I'll say Romani. Now, see, if I could figure out a way to get Frollo to talk to Crocker, it'd be over.
Quasimodo's been talking to those gargoyles again. But wait a minute, gargoyles can't talk.
Okay. It's like when Western movies have everyone speaking nice to each other and avoiding certain words. Yeah, no, it's but he actually had fairy godparents. They might as well have been, right? Like, the gargoyles might as well have been his fairy godparents. Alright. I think we've got a good start here. I would like to have a window up here, but I don't know if that's even gonna work with how much room I've got here. I don't know. Let me experiment for a second. Let me experiment real quick. If I try this ain't gonna work. No, it's too small. Stage play version of Hunchback where the gargoyles are more explicitly figments of his imagination, yeah. Because in the Disney movie, it's a little less ambiguous. Like, there's moments where it looks like they're in his head, but then you get to the ending of the movie, and it's like, no, they are actually doing things. Like, they're actively using weapons, they're hurting people. Oh god. And the thing broke. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. He just has a vivid imagination. Yeah, no, yeah, that or Quasi was managing all the weapons on his own like a madman. Yeah. Man, we got a lot of cobble from that. Well, I guess we're gonna have to put the crafting table up. I built a crafting table to build another crafting table. What are you doing? I was gonna build another pick. Did this dumbass just build 2 crafting tables? Ugh. Epitome of Minecraft moment. I'm trying to think of what's a real Minecraft moment. What is a Minecraft moment? I think a good definitive Minecraft moment is when you're building the framework to your house, trying to build a door frame, and then you slip off the door frame and you fall to your death. Yeah, I think that's a Minecraft moment right there. I'm trying to think because, like, honestly, like I had an idea. Well, you know what? I wanted to go with the circular windows because it would look more aesthetic, but you know what? Plan B. We're gonna have to go with Plan B. Which, I mean, Plan B is also fine, but I would have preferred the circular windows. It's fine. Fuck. I wonder if I can take my one Crocker video where I was like, because I did one where Crocker was playing Apex, but I didn't upload that one to TikTok. That's still on my YouTube. The one where he goes, I think he says,
That's odd. Turner took out that entire squad of diamond players, even though his heart stuck at gold too. This could only be the work of fairy godparents!
building a 1 kilometer mine track you'll never use again. See, I can't even build a mine track because I don't know how to use redstone. I've never bothered to learn how to use redstone.
I've never bothered to learn how to use redstone because I think to learn how to use redstone you'll need fairies!
Okay, I'm done. place torch next to thing work? Surely it has to be more complicated than that, right? Like the pistons and the right? I mean, yeah, for simple stuff like activating like mine tracks, right? But like when I see stuff like the pistons, like how people straight up make like these like moving pieces of machinery, it looks tougher than it is. I don't know why. Cause like, isn't it like one of those things where like if you place it in the wrong spot, it doesn't function properly? Like you have to line things up a specific way. Like the redstone has to go in like a specific orientation or on a specific tile, and if you misplace it, it doesn't function the way it should. I'm talking for like more specific, complicated builds though. Like that's different though. Maybe I have just been overthinking it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. It's just one of those things that I've never bothered to try, and because I've never bothered to try it, it's still alien to me. If a torch is under a block, it powers the block above it. If it's on the side, it receives signals from the other. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Playthrough goal? Oh my god. Are we gonna do that today? Are we gonna learn about redstone? Is this gonna be the stream where I have to learn about redstone?
Yes, Turner, and if you don't learn about redstone, I'm giving you an F!
I see you. I can see you clipping through this block, buddy. Yeah, you and your little bow. Be a shame if I just be a shame if I just Oh, he was ready for me. it's daytime. Oh, but it's raining outside, so they're not fucking affected by it. You bastards. Okay. Oh, there's a village up there. I didn't even notice that. I was right behind a village when I spawned. Are you serious? Well then, that's awkward. I'm gonna go visit it real quick, in case they have any supplies. We're gonna go pillage this village. And it's good that we're near a riverbed because I need to get some sand for the glass. I'm the infrastructure guy. What the fuck is your skin? It's a cactuar. I would spend all day making a fancy road from my place to that village. Depending on how good this village is, I might. Yeah, so okay, here was our spawn. We were right next to a village this whole time. Melon Steven, oh god. Don't even get me started about that shit. All I remember from that arc, I think that was the same arc, right? That same batch of episodes was where Lars was, where fucking, I forgot her name. It's been a while. The short blonde chick. She basically kept them there on purpose, and she, like, they both made out with each other vigorously. That's all I remember from the... Yeah, Sadie, that was her name. Yeah, Sadie kept them there. It was just such a... man. Crazy stuff. Okay, well, we got potatoes and we got beets. Oh, we got hay. Oh, we got bread. We got bread, ladies and gents. Some goddamn bread. Maybe one day I'll go into that, where I got that line from. Because I've noticed that I've been saying that a lot in some of these streams where I'll be like, some goddamn bread! But that comes from somewhere. And now the village will starve. Then I guess they're gonna have to eat each other. You see, when the chips are down, and all these so-called civilized villagers, they'll eat each other.
Is that marinara sauce from Domino's? Why do I have to share this marinara with these fuckers?
Okay, we need to free up some space here. We don't need this bow. We don't need this arrow. We don't need these seeds. We might need the feathers, so I'm going to keep those. Don't need this rotten potato. The beets, I could make beetroot soup out of this, but frankly, the amount of health you get from it is just not worth the hassle it makes. No, not worth the hassle. Bone, eh. Eat the rotten potatoes, Darian. Alright, time to make wheat into bread. Some goddamn bread! Can I not make it from the... I thought I could make it from the fucking... Can I not make it from my menu? Huh. I thought I could. Guess I can only do it for... Why the hell did you say it like that? Alright. Alright. I'm gonna explain it. So this whole goddamn bread that comes from a thing that happened years ago between my parents. They got into a little dispute, and it was because one day parents came home and there was no food in the house. There was hardly anything to eat, and I guess we had extra like frozen bread in the freezer that nobody took out. And so he was just he had a really explosive meltdown. And so I remember he was like, just the one thing I remember, he's like, so take out some goddamn bread. It was much bigger than that. It was a really long, extensive, explosive meltdown he was going on about, and it was kind of traumatizing. It was one of his most explosive meltdowns he's ever had. But just something about after that whole incident went down, he went to talk to some of his friends, and they didn't let him hear the end of it. Because like, yeah, he had a meltdown. What was essentially over bread. And so every time I say some goddamn bread, it's because of that. Because of an explosive meltdown that my stepdad had at one time. Do I get this out of my inventory? I was talking about the potatoes, dog. Just make a temporary chest. I'm not. No. I'm here to pillage. Oh, there's a barrel here. I mean, I guess I could take this barrel. Here. You happy? Oh, I'm gonna take this bed too. Perfect. Actually, do you guys have a blacksmith? Yeah, let me see that blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? That's an old one. If you remember that, shout out. Why do you have hay in your house? The fuck? There's just a block of hay in this dude's house. What the f... Do you guys not have a blacksmith? Come on, man. I need that blacksmith. Hay fever. Dude, look at all this. Dude, I got bread for days. Bread for days, son. They gotta sleep on something. No, they could sleep on hardwood floor. You could force one to be black. I guess I could, but again, that takes time. Look, I've been in a lot of servers that have made villager concentration camps. I have not made one myself. I am not good at that. I am definitely not good at kidnapping villagers and forcing them into labor. Also, another change, Zelrog, I don't know if you've noticed this. They've changed a lot of these mobs, like the farm, like the cattle and the chickens and whatnot, to be biome specific. So, like, depending on what biome you're in, the cows and the chickens and the pigs will change. So these are what the cows look like for this biome. Yeah, no, this is, like, relatively new. Like, this is one of the more recent things that they added. Along with the spear. Yeah, Highland cows. Daring you cuck. Cuck what? What'd I do? The fuck did I do? What, because I killed him? Because I need the meat? Oh my god, you killed the cows. Dear God, the poor children. Yeah, I do need meat. I have hunger. I mean, I do have a shit ton of bread. But it's all finite, though. I'm gonna run out eventually. I need everything that I could get. Oh, look. 3 cows right there. Make your bread. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Should have pulled out some goddamn bread. Okay, hold up. Alright. It's bedtime. I'm gonna pull a Noctis real quick. It's bedtime. You can plant it. Alright. Can we make the bread so that people can stop bitching at me? Here's the bread. Look, I'm making it. I'm making it, Mr. Krabs. I'm making the bread. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There's your bread. And see, that was only like a stack and like a fraction. That was like a fraction and a quarter. A stack and a quarter. See, even with all that wheat, that was only enough for like that much. That's gonna run out eventually, you know that, right? Oh, and I still have a stack of wheat right over here. Never mind. Let's make some more bread! Oh my god, dude, we're running out of space. Okay, we really are. Barrel. Not the Sailor Moon villain, but the barrel. Okay. It's bread time. Okay, we're getting a lot of bread. The paper. Alright, well that's a lot of bread. Here, I'll probably put like that much in the barrel. We got 3 iron. We can make an iron pick with that. Oh, but I gotta cook it, man. Gotta build another furnace. I'm driving. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing that's pissing you off so bad? I'm not dying, am I? I'm not running into the nether without gold equipment, am I? Well, what else am I going to use it for? No, literally, what am I going to use it for? I know you can use it for, like, horses, right? Can you use that to tame horses? I don't really use horses, though. To grow... Now, look. 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 I'm autistic as fuck. Don't worry about it. You need wheat seeds to grow wheat, not wheat itself. Yeah, no, he's right. Yeah, no, Zarog's right. No, I don't... Yeah, no. I need the seeds to regrow it, not the wheat. Dan? Sitting there hooting and hollering over nothing. Is it daytime? Okay, good. Yeah, well, I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. Well, there you go. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, we almost had a Minecraft moment right there. Oh boy, that hasn't happened to me in a while. Holy shit! Oh, that was a certified creeper jump scare right there. Ooh. I mean, it would have been fine because I would have spawned right there. I would have spawned like 10 feet away. Alright, well, Oh, that's a good spot up there too, man. Fuck. Well, I mean, I already, like... Man. Okay. Well, we got an iron pick. We might want to start venturing into a cave. We got food, we got torches, we got the pick. Yeah. Here, we'll just cook that for the hell of it. Alright, well, let's go adventure. Let's go forth. Go forth and go find a cave. I see a hole over there, but I don't know if I want to do that. It looks like the kind of cave that like goes down for a little bit but then stops. From my experience, that's usually how those caves tend to go when they're high up in a mountain like that. What's over there, though? That might be a water cave, and I'm a little worried about that, too. Watch, I'm gonna go over to this little cave. It's gonna be a water cave.
Please don't let this be a water cave!
It's starting to look like a water cave. In fact, it's not a cave at all. It's just a little enclave. Great. Back to my original plan. We're going to go to the top of that hill over there and we're going to see what we can find. This game is called Depth Perception Simulator, yeah. I like how two of these black stallions just spawned together. That's something that I've noticed. I think it happened with the, I want to say it was the Caves and Cliffs update when that happened, when mobs started spawning in pairs like that. Like, if you were to, like, okay, when you are within distance of a mob spawning in front of you, sometimes it would just normally spawn one, but for some reason, ever since Caves and Cliffs, ooh, Emerald. Ever since Caves and Cliffs, ever since then, whenever a mob spawns in front of you, they always end up spawning like 2 or 3 extra right next to it. I don't know why. Damn, 3 Emerald. What kind of chicken are you? Did you just... Oh, here's a black sheep. There's not... Yeah, see, they spawn in pairs. See? Look, yeah, see, they spawn in pairs. What the fuck? I mean, that's good for me, because I get double the loot from it, but... He acknowledged you when you killed him. No, he didn't. He looked at me the wrong way. He's trying to assert dominance over me. Do you see that? He looked down on me. He's trying to size me up. Okay, got some iron. We're getting some good ores up here. Motherfucker was sizing me up. See, there's another one of them right there. Yeah, I killed your homeboy. Hey, oi. Yeah, hey, no, you stop right there. Hey, you don't talk to me. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to turn around. 1, 2. Motherfucker wouldn't listen. Yeah, I'd be afraid too if I saw what he did to my homeboy. Bro didn't even say 3. I didn't have to say 3. He wouldn't turn around. He got the gist. Alright, what do we got up here? We got snow up here. Oh, it's a oh my god, it's a little, it's a Highland calf. Hello. I was gonna kill him, but no, you guys would hate me for that. The shock value would have been amazing. I know you guys wouldn't forgive me if I killed that baby Highland cow. I couldn't do it either. The temptation was there. We got a nice view up here, but... How evil. We would have fucking mangled you. Oh, hey, look, more of these chickens, though. Okay, can we find a cave, please? I'm tired of murdering chickens all day, and sheep. Oh, you're gonna make me dig down, aren't you? And why do these day cycles go by so damn fast, man? It's the same thing in Ocarina of Time, too. It feels like the day cycles go by a lot faster than the night cycles do. It's bullshit. Oh, look, it's a Highland pig. Or whatever you call these. Up. I think day is actually twice as long as night in Ocarina of Time. Is it? Okay, let's go back to our base and, let's go back to our base and fucking go to bed. And sleep. And sleep. And sleep. Oh god, don't look at it. Okay, we need to seriously find a cave. Door. Door! Nah. I want that Enderman to come into my house and jerk me off when I'm asleep. Alright? That's the goal. Holy shit! That is a massive swamp. Holy hell! Whoa! How did I not notice this? Holy hell, dude. Wait a minute, isn't this that new biome? Cause yeah, no, this ain't the swamp. This is a new biome, isn't it? I forget the name of the new biome. Yeah, this is new. Hold up. What is this? Oh, it's all squishy. You hear that? It's all sloshy and nasty. Dude, this is a massive swamp area, whatever this is. I forget the name of this biome. Or maybe it is a swamp. I think, wasn't that part of one of the updates where, like, they expanded the swamp? Like, they gave the swamp more depth, I guess. They made it more expansive. Oh, is that a frog? Ooh, it's a froggy. I'm not gonna kill you. I like frogs. I used to be obsessed with frogs when I was in, like, high school. I used to get, like, a bunch of, like, frog encyclopedias and research books. I was so obsessed with them. I want to go over here because I thought I saw something interesting off to the side. Oh, there's the music. Sound of Smash Mouth grows. This is my swamp! Our swamp. Seriously, that is a massive swamp biome. Holy shit, dude. And this nasty, like, swamp floor extends up the wall. However the hell it got up there. Didn't take them years to develop frogs because their code was buggy and they kept eating and swallowing mobs that they weren't. I thought I heard that somewhere. Like, yeah, like the frogs were like broken and then they could like eat fucking like mobs that they. Yeah, no, that I do remember that. Like they could eat zombies or something. It's like, okay, bro. Yeah, wow, dude, that is a massive swamp area. Lord Almighty. Arise, chicken. Ooh, I see a broken nether portal over there. It's way off in, like, where I'm aiming right now. Right there. It doesn't look like it's going to be worth a damn, though, but I'm going to check it anyway, because it might have a chest. Is that a bamboo thicket I see off to the right? The island, Darian. Explore the island. You mean this, right here? The one that I'm approaching on? Dig, 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 dig. Oh, well, there's a... Oh, wow. Cave. Water cave. Why do you want me to dig on the island? Isn't there, like, some weird, like algorithm that says, like, if you're on an island, if you dig down, you get closer to the end portal? Or something like that? Or, like, a stronghold? Or am I misremembering? Oh, no reason at all? Alright, Dan. After I loot this chest, I'm gonna go to that island and I'm gonna dig down. And hopefully not regret my decision. Ooh, we got some, okay, obsidian, gold pick, enchanted gold pick, flint, just a bunch of nuggets. Okay. Probably turn that into something, I guess. Hey, give me my pick back. I almost threw that in the lava. Alright, I'm gonna go to this island and I'm gonna dig down. Oh my god. Let's go right here. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna fucking regret this. You know what? To be on the safe side, I'm gonna do this in a counterclockwise stair fashion, because I don't trust this. You never dig straight down in Minecraft. That is the golden rule number 1 of Minecraft. You do not dig straight down. No matter how desperate you are. So, Dan, you want to tell me why I'm digging down? Because the reason is not becoming apparent. I am almost at negative, and I am not seeing shit. Dan. Ryan. Well, it's clearly because you didn't dig straight down. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh. Okay, well, we found a cave. Alright, well, alright. We found a cave, and I got some iron to pay me back. Oh, shit. Careful. Ah! Okay. Alright, quick. Light everything up. Oh, boy, we got some... Alright, we're in a good spot. We're in a good cave spot. Jackass. Hey, hey! I resent that. Alright, well, I definitely don't need the wool, because I already have a bed. I don't... Oh, I mean, I don't need the flint right now, because I don't need a flint and steel at the moment. At the moment, though. Gunpowder can fuck off. Rotten meat can fuck off. Alright. I need to build another pick. And a furnace. Get this iron cooked. Give me some iron picks. Dan, if I'm gonna build a chest, I want it to be at a more, like, permanent spot. Because I can't just pick up the chest and leave. Because if I destroy the chest, then all the items in the chest will just explode all over the place. And that defeats the purpose of me having a chest. So, like, if I'm just gonna dump something on the ground, then I'm just gonna dump something on the ground. Let it despawn. Say fuck it. Because I'm not coming back here. Yeah, I hear you, zombie. You better fuck off. Bitch. Alright, that's the dead end for that area. Alright, redstone, here it is. We're gonna have to start learning today, and I see an Enderman over there. We're gonna experiment with this redstone today. And see if Zelrog was right about it being relatively simple. Today on Is It Simple or Are You Just Stupid? We're gonna find out. Take your bets. A bit of both. Oh boy. I feel like we're gonna find diamond down here. This has to be diamonds, right? Surely. We gotta find something. Another dead end. I don't like how many, like, one-off pockets there are. Careful. I almost slipped. Ooh, got a nice helping of iron over here. Give me the shish. You piece of human shish. Am I gonna have to go down there the hard way? Here's what we'll do. Actually, you just do it this way. You bastard. Let me find out that there's nothing down here. Oh, but there's a witch! A nice little dead end with a witch. Nice. That might be death for me. Because if I get hit by that poison potion of hers, I might get fucked. Let's just go in there with a sword and fuck her up. We're gonna have to Leroy Jenkins this shit. Let me just top off my health real quick, please. Top off, top off. There we go. Alright, we ready for this? Leroy! Nice. She didn't get to throw anything. Good. Left almost an hour ago. Yeah, I'm still going. We frankly haven't really gotten started on base building yet. I've just been trying to gather supplies. Right now, I'm just trying to mine for diamond, I guess. Mostly iron, diamond. Just want to get my materials ready for when I want to start building. Because the thing with building is that, you know, you want to have all the materials that you can get. And if you really want to get materials, you need the tools. And if I want the tools, then I need to make sure I get the efficient tools for it. So I'm just trying to get all the iron that I can, all the diamond that I can. That way, the material getting process won't be that bad. It'll be a lot more streamlined if I could just get some diamond and iron tools. Alright, well, this cave was a little bit of a dead end, it looks like. How did I not grab that iron? And this redstone. And this lapis. Yep, dead end. Dead end cave. But I mean, we got stuff from it. You know, wasn't a complete waste of time. Just no diamond. But actually, hold up. Wasn't there... Yeah, no, there was a more... We fell down here, didn't we? Let's go back up here. And grab my coal back. I said give me my coal back. Actually, this would be a great time for me to take advantage of this lava. So that way I can just quickly dispose of this bullshit in my storage. I don't need emerald. Don't need this. Don't need that. 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 Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go back up. Because I know, I could have swore it looked like there was more cave going this way. Was there? Or did this... No, this just went up this way. Okay, oh god. Oh, damn, that hurts. One thing that I don't like about creepers in this game is how inconsistent their damage output is. Sometimes you could be, like, right up close to them, and they barely deal any damage to you. And then there's times where you're facing away from them, and you're, like, 10 feet away from them, and they can insta-kill you. It's really bizarre. And that kind of makes them scary in that way. That kind of adds to their scary factor, is how inconsistent their damage is. It's like, will they insta-kill you, or will they barely touch you? Who knows? Can that stop, please? It's like the second time that's happened. Yeah, I think... Is this a bust? I think this is a bust. Well... Guess we're gonna be building back up. In the business, we call that bad game design. Yep, we do. That is pretty bad game design. Like, even when you have armor on, that's the case, too. Like, even if you've got a full suit of armor on, they can still insta-kill you sometimes. It's bullshit. We're building it up to break it back down. Okay, enough of that. Dude, creepers. Dude, these creepers have been getting antsy lately, man. They've been getting the drop on me on this stream. That's the third time. They want to be your friend. I mean, I want to be their friend too, but they can't just explode on me like that. Because then we'd just be friends with benefits, you know? Alright, now we gotta trek through the swamp to get back to our abode. What are we? Are we like? What are we like? An hour and a half in, almost 2 hours, and I still haven't built a base yet. Don't worry, we're gonna start. We have enough materials. I feel confident to make an axe of something. We're gonna make an axe. We're gonna chop down a bunch of wood, and then we're gonna get started. I need to gather sand too because I need the glass. I need the glass. Now, big question is, well, again, I already. Thing is, okay, hold on. Gotta eat first. So I already cleared out this little mountain here. Because I already cleared this all up. And it's like, well, it's kind of like a sunk cost fallacy now, because I already did all this. I don't want to have to go all the way over there and do it again. But that has such a better view, though, man. Like, do I really want to do it? Let me look at this again real quick. Actually, I might get a little bit more mileage out of this. Because there's more space on the left and right that I can make use out of. Yeah, let's go with that. So first, I'm going to get some sand. Grab me some sand real quick. Too bad. I don't have a shovel. It's going to make this a lot slower. Bam! How many potatoes we cook? 17. Have you guys seen DSP editing his thumbnails to have muscles? I did see that. Fucking DSP moment, man. Only DSP. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Those are my actual muscles. I didn't use AI to give myself muscles. Have you seen me? You guys just don't see me that much because I'm never on camera that much. And Darian Seinfeld, and Darian SP. I've been working out. Whenever I'm not on stream, I go to the gym. Give me a shovel. Let's go ahead and build this shovel real quick. Go get this sand.
You have no real super sand.
What do you mean, Virginia?
Virginia! Hanging around with little boys in spandex, I see. I love you, Virginia, but you can't be doing that. Come on! When I'm through with you, you'll have to pee sitting down like a girl. Hoi ho hoi ho!
Ah, classic. Classic shit. Okay, well, I don't think that's enough sand to build us to get us what I think we need. Yeah, let me go get more sand. We're gonna need a lot more than that. We need to get you to watch Venture Bros. You get a lot of voices out of it. Yeah, I agree. I think that is one thing that we should add to the block. Venture Bros is one of those shows that I caught a lot when I was younger on Adult Swim. But I also feel like it was one of those shows that had humor that I definitely did not get. Because, you know, I was a kid. The only thing I knew about Venture Bros when I was a kid was that Patrick Warburton was the voice of the main guy. And I'm like, oh my god, it's Kronk. It's Joe. That was the main appeal of that show for me. Main guy. See, that tells you everything right there. He's not the main guy? Because, like, out of all the characters I see on the show, I see him, like, everywhere for, like, the promo art and shit. Supporting character? I mean, yeah. It is kind of an ensemble cast, isn't it? Right? He's the bodyguard for the titular brothers and their father. Oh, okay. So he's not even a Venture Bro. He's just a body... Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. All the advertisements definitely make it seem like he's the main guy. Yeah, he's definitely the most iconic, yeah. I knew some guy that could do the weirdest voice. They could do Perona's JP voice since he spoke Japanese. Some guys can just get their voice to sound like that, I guess. Yeah, no, like, for me, I didn't think for the longest time that I was able to do the Frollo voice. You learn very quickly that you can finesse your vocal cords. Like, you can really finesse your throat and your vocal cords to make whatever you want. And with Frollo's voice, I really do have to do a lot of, like, finessing to get it to sound like that. Specifically, when I'm doing the Frollo voice, I have to tilt my head a certain way. And I have to, like, get the cadence right, and I have to, like, deepen my voice somewhat. So, like, right now I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to, like... I'm going to tilt my head very far to the left. I'm going to tilt my head very far to the left like this. And I can kind of get it like this if I'm, you know, trying to get the cadence right. So it's really hard to do, and it does take a toll, and it makes your neck hurt a little bit after trying to do it. But depending on the character and depending on the voice, you can somewhat finesse your way there. It is very uncomfortable, though. Same thing with the Frieza voice. That's another voice that I kind of have to finesse a little bit because it involves having to clench my jaw and my throat a lot. And back when I was starting out, it really hurt. It really hurt when I did it back in the day when I was doing the Frieza voice. Like, even just trying to do this voice for even 5 seconds used to hurt extremely back in the day. But I can do it effortlessly now. I can do a Chris Lee, but I've never managed Tony J. Yeah, no, Tony J is really tough because again, I think out of all the voices that I've done, Frollo absolutely does take the most finesse to do. Like I have to brute force the fuck out of that voice. All right, what are we doing here? We got sand, right? Yeah, put the sand in there. Put the sand in the bag, bro. My vocal cords need a cigarette whenever I'm done doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I think if I had to rank the toughest voices that I had to do, Frollo would be the first because that takes the most finesse. Second would probably be Frieza. Third would probably be Zoidberg. Yeah, I think that'd probably be my ranking for those.
Yes, all it takes is a little bit of finesse.
I only figured Zoidberg after hearing yours. Actually, the funny thing about Zoidberg is that Zoidberg actually came about after doing a Droopy Dog impression for so long. Because I could do Droopy Dog too. I'd be like,
Oh, well, I guess I'm right again. If I could only get a word in. Please study my brain so that others may not suffer as I have.
so after you do the Droopy voice, Zoidberg is basically just Droopy Dog, but with a deeper inflection. So
It's basically just Droopy Dog, but then you're lowering it down even farther, so you're just taking Droopy Dog and just turning it into this. Hooray! At least I think that's how it works anyway, so. Fuck. How peculiar. An anthropomorphic crustacean who talks. This is highly unusual. I will consult the church immediately. Oh, now hold on there. You don't need to consult the church.
how often does it happen? Wait, what? How often does it happen that you do a voice perfectly, just improving, but then you can't recreate it at all? That, oh, man, actually, you know what? That happened to me at one point. Uh, I thought it was about to happen to my Frieza voice at one point because I remember doing it really, really good back in high school. Because my voice was higher when I was in high school. But then as my voice started to get deeper and deeper, I thought I was starting to lose it. But then, after more practice and practice and practice, it came to me. It's like, oh, I wasn't losing it. It was just I was losing the pitch. And so I just had to practice getting the pitch back. So I almost had it. I almost lost it at one point, but no. Oh, improv. Oh, improv. Like just recreating it on like spontaneously. Oh, when does that happen? I'm trying to think of a time where I did just randomly do a voice and just was not able to recreate it again. Oh, what was one? Because I'm almost positive that has happened to me before, where I tried to recreate something on like where it just came out of nowhere when I was fucking around with my friends at one point. Yeah, yeah, no, where you do a perfect first attempt and you never after that. Oh, what was one? I'm trying to think of the character that I tried. Fucking I'm trying to think of like It's not coming to me. Like, I know for a fact that's happened to me before, but a specific instance, I couldn't tell you. Ah, man, like... Because I do a lot of them. I do a lot of random impressions, especially because I'm so fucking autistic that I randomly just recite random bullshit that I hear on TV and even YTPs. I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to rack my brain trying to think of this. Like, I have a whole backlog of voice impressions that I've just randomly done that I really couldn't tell you. I know it's happened, though. I know for a fact that there's been, an occasion where I've just randomly, spontaneously just did a voice perfectly, and then I try to do it again and it just doesn't hit the same. To mimic a stupid voice, I felt that. Here's a concept for you. Frollo and Frieza switch places.
Now listen here, you Saiyan monkey. Tell me where that Goku is, or I will burn down all of Paris with my one hand. I will find that gypsy girl.
So you really expect me to believe that you're a Super Saiyan? I highly doubt that, as that would be considered witchcraft. I can humbly assure you that there is no such thing as a Super Saiyan.
Fuck's sake. And Captain Phoebus would be Zarbon. Picturing Quasi going Super Saiyan is even better mental image.
I should have known you'd become a Super Saiyan, just like I destroyed planet Vegeta all those years ago. But now, I'm going to do what I should have done 20 years ago.
Do you think you could ever learn to do a female voice? I tried. You know what? I think that's the closest I could get to that one example that Zelrog was talking about, where I could spontaneously do a female voice, but now I can't do it ever again. Because I was inspired to do that back when I was watching a lot of Gabriel Iglesias' content a while back. Because Gabriel Iglesias could do that. He could imitate like a female voice on command. And he was really good at it, right? And I feel like I was able to do the same thing that he did when he was doing what do they call that? The Midwestern girl voice that he would do. Like, oh my god! But he could do it way better. He could do a way more convincing like woman voice than I could. But I tried to do it at the same time, and I feel like I could replicate it at that time, but now I definitely can't. My voice has gotten deeper. I feel like I can't do it nearly as good as he does. The Valley Girl. Yeah, Valley Girl. He could do the Valley Girl really good. He'd be saying stuff like,
Sir, you're gonna have to knock it off with all the nonsense, please.
something like that. The silly low-pitched opera lady's easy enough. That Carlotta. What am I doing right now? I'm getting glass, right? How much glass do I have? 59? That might be enough for this. Nah, it's gonna run out hella quick. I can get this side done for sure. Let's try. Alright. You guys ready? You guys ready for this shit? Mm. Alright. So, the plan... is to do this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna run out of glass. All that time to cook that glass. Yeah, alright, we need to go get more sand.
We need to get more sand. Captain Phoebus, would you be so kind enough as to go gather more sand for me, please?
Again, I have to remind you, every time I do that, I have to tilt my head in such an awkward angle to do that. It's so stupid. It's like I'm cheating. It's like I'm having to hack my way to get it. There's a way you can tweak the Tomodachi voices to make a character sing every line, and I cannot wait to put the Phantom in. Oh yeah. Alright, get more sand. Try to get as much as we can here. Because Lord knows that much was just barely enough to get that one side done. Oi, quit eating grass. This is my property. God, that looks so tacky. Trust me, it'll look better once it's finished. Just trust me. Trust you? Why in the world would we trust you? Because I'm your only chance. Now, no, actually, you know what? That's a voice that I definitely can't do. I cannot do Ray Romano.
Now get away from me.
He's like a... Ray Romano is like if you took Kermit the Frog and made him deeper. Kermit seems like one of those voices everyone can do, but I can never quite nail it. I feel like I'm like 80% able to do it. But yeah, no, I feel like there's other people that could do it way better.
Kermit the Frog here. I feel like I can get it down like a little bit, but not like really 100%. Like it's kind of there, but like not
Like, I'd have to, like, really, like, put all my effort into it.
That's way better than mine. And you see, right there, that was spontaneous. Like, I definitely don't put enough practice into Kermit, but, like, that just came out of nowhere, off the cuff. It's bullshit, man. Like, when I'm not even trying, it's such horseshit. It's such fucking horseshit. Reno Romano? No, I'm talking about Ray Romano, the guy who voices Manny the Mammoth in Ice Age. Definitely not the main star of Everyone Loves Ray. Not that guy. No, different character, different guy. Have a room completely blocked out for hours so no one can hear me. Yeah, that is usually the best time to practice. Jerry Seinfeld is one of those voices that has outgrown the character. Like the voice people do of him sounds nothing like the real thing. Yeah, pretty much. I feel like the same thing has kind of become true of like William Shatner too, because I feel like most people associate William Shatner with all the parody voices of him that have been seen in animation, like all the cartoon parodies of him with people like, because you think of William Shatner, you think of how people make him talk like this, and this is what people think about William Shatner. But then you watch the stuff that William Shatner is in, and he doesn't really sound like that at all. Like, you see where the inspiration is drawn from, but he doesn't really talk like that. Yeah, no, it really has. His voice has been Flanderized to hell and back. Yeah. No, it is funny when that does happen, though. Yeah. It's funny when it happens, yeah. Yeah, Family Guy's done it, Animaniacs has done it. I was just about to mention Christopher Walken. Yeah. Christopher Walken is especially more egregious because, like, I feel like people, whenever they do the Christopher Walken voice, they usually always just do it. Well, they usually always just make him sound like this, and then you go and listen to the actor, and he doesn't really sound like that. It's like the voice becomes a character in and of itself, and people just go based off the like the caricature of the voice rather than the actor that it's actually based off of. Okay, do we have enough sand? Oh, I didn't even. God, I am just spacing out. I didn't even put. It's not really an everywhere impression, but Vinny's got a hammy ass Harrison Ford character. Yeah, Harrison Ford's pretty tough. I like how when the game came out, The Great Circle, because Troy Baker does a pretty good Harrison Ford impression. Harrison Ford was impressed with it, and I agree with him. Troy Baker does a pretty good Harrison Ford. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Elderly potheads. Why did it have to be elderly potheads? Yeah, The Great Circle. That was the recent Indiana Jones game that came out like a year and a half ago, I think. It's the new one. It's the first person Indiana Jones game. Made by Machine Games, the same guys that did the Wolfenstein games. which you'd think that would be enough to make me play it, which I still have not played the new Indiana Jones game yet. I mean, I like Indiana Jones, I like machine games too. It's just, I think it's just because I wanted to wait for it to go on sale, because it was pretty expensive. SpongeBob is another one I usually sometimes nail, but usually flop. I kind of feel the same way. I feel like somewhat confident with my SpongeBob, but I feel like my SpongeBob is about on par as your average SpongeBob impression.
I feel like my SpongeBob impression is about pretty on par with everyone else's. Yeah, somewhat, maybe. Squidward.
December 2024, so yeah, half a year to 2 years, yeah, roughly. Horvitz sounds really hard to imitate. Yeah, no, Richard Horvitz, oh hell no. I absolutely cannot do a Richard Horvitz voice. Definitely not. That is a voice unique to him. Like, that's the one thing about doing voice impressions is like you can like there's your usual impressions that most people can do. Like you got your Herbert the Perverts, you got your Homer Simpsons, you got your Mr. Burns, you got your SpongeBob's, you got your Kermit the Frogs, you got your Christopher Walkens, right? But then you got people like Richard Horvitz, and it's like good luck trying to get that voice down. Yeah, no. If you can do Donald Duck, you made it. Like, especially Donald Duck. I don't know how the hell people manage to do that. I can make the noise, but trying to talk while doing that noise is that's a whole nother level of talent. I can't do that. I'm still baffled by people how people are able to pull that off. People ask how I do the Herbert voice. Like to me, the Herbert voice is not that hard. It's like you're really just doing like the whispery Herbert voice, but I feel like what people get hung up on is whispering when they or whistling when they talk. Trying to like talk and whistle at the same time, it can be a little tricky. I'll admit that, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. Yeah, it's just wheezy falsetto. It's not that hard. But I do feel like most people's complaint is like trying to whistle when they talk, which, yeah. And I feel like once you've mastered that, you can also talk like a gopher from Winnie the Pooh. Like, you can talk like the gopher from fucking... You could sit there and talk like this. And you just gotta practice how to get those S's to whistle when you talk. And then once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. It's just a matter of practice. Goofy is another everyone voice. Oh yeah, everyone could do the Goofy voice, Max. Gosh, everyone could do that. Oh man, I used to practice Tigger too. What about Tigger? I bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Everyone can do Tigger. Any original voices you like doing that aren't based on characters? I have a voice that I do that sounds... It's kind of inadvertent, but every time I do it, it almost sounds a little bit Steve Blum-like, and I kind of don't like that it sounds like Steve Blum because people are going to make the comparison eventually. It's just that my voice sounds like that. Oh god, I'm getting attacked. That's what happens when you don't build a door. That's what happens when you don't build a door. Quick, sleep in bed. But yeah, I have a voice that I do that I try to do for like villainous characters that I've been trying to work on. But every time I do it, it just sounds like a Steve Blum character. I'm gonna try to do it. So this is the voice that I try to do when trying to work on like a villainous voice that I would like to try. But again,
Listening to it now, it sounds like a Steve Blum character, doesn't it? You know what I mean? That, or it kind of sounds like Obito also. Like, it sounds a little bit like Obito also, like from Shippuden. This voice that I'm trying to pull off here. Yeah, sup. It's like, I would like that to be original, but I feel like if I were to go into a studio and pull off that voice, people are going to be like, ah. Yeah, it's not deep enough, but the tone is there, the cadence is there. You're now watching Toonami. Coming up next, Inuyasha. And then after Inuyasha, we'll be hitting you with more Dragon Ball Z Kai. You applied for a himbo role with a Kronk voice once. That might have been a mistake. You're really good at doing like because I've listened to your voice demos. You're really good at doing like little goblin voices. You're good at doing goblin voices, and you're good at doing the you're good at doing like stoic, standoffish villain characters. I've noticed. Thing jockin'. If I had to dub you in a Castlevania game, if I could cast you in Castlevania, you would make a perfect Graham Jones. Look him up. Look up Graham Jones, because he doesn't have an English voice actor. He only had a voice in Japanese. But if you look at the character, I feel like you could do a pretty good voice for him. Speaking of Madara, I feel like Madara was another voice that I could do pretty well back in the day when I practiced it, but I haven't practiced Madara in God knows how long. I don't know if I could do it anymore. Back in trade school, someone was putting together a Disney choir project. They didn't think I could do Frollo. They didn't think I could Frollo, but they thought I'd make a good... I think you could. I think you could do Scar. I think if you put practice into it, I think you probably could pull off Scar. I could see it. I feel like if I try to do Scar, it's going to take the same amount of finesse with Frollo. How's your cell? You know what? Asking me how's my cell is like asking me how's my plankton. I feel like. I feel like people have made that comparison before. Cell? I've never practiced Cell, honestly. I've never even tried. Actually, no, yes, I have. I have done Cell a few times because of how often me and my bro will sit there and recite random quotes from the games that we play. Thank you for giving me so much energy. Hello. I can do a good second form cell.
When I get my hands on 17, I will be able to transform into my perfect form. I will achieve perfection. You can kick and scream all you want, 17, but you will get inside me.
That sounds like Goldo.
If I heighten the pitch, yeah, it probably would sound like Goldo.
Perhaps Goldo can give it a try next.
Chris Sabat was a yeah, no, he really was. He had so many fucking voices in there. Oh man. Speaking of Chris Sabat, I really do stand on the fact that Kuwabara is definitely his most underrated role. I feel like he absolutely killed it as Kuwabara. He had some of the best emotional moments in that series, and he really, really nailed it with Kuwabara. Like, when the scene got emotional, he really locked in. He really knew the assignment when it came to, like, those emotional scenes, dude. And I feel like you don't see enough of that with, you know, Chris Sabat. Okay, we got enough glass. Let's go ahead and start building. Go back to building this glass. R. Bruce Elliott. Who's that again? Isn't that, that's not, yeah, Ginyu. I was about to say. Yeah, Marco FME. Yeah, I was about to say that's the guy. Right. Yeah, no, I agree. That dude's got an awesome voice. Never forget the creatures in the planet from the Broly movie that could probably solo most of the Ginyu Force. Why is that? I think it's probably because of the fact that Broly gets stronger as he fights and something like that. And so if Broly as a Saiyan is, you know, putting up a fight against those things, then maybe that's why they could solo the Ginyu Force. At least I think that's the way the logic works. I don't know. I'm spitballing. And it ain't my argument. I'm not the one who said it. I'm just playing devil's advocate over here. The new one, the Super Broly movie. Yeah, no, like when people are, I think most people when they say the Broly movie, most people are usually talking about the new one. At least I think so. Yeah, because, like, the new Broly, the way, like, his backstory is like, oh, yeah, he grew up on some really, like, inhospitable planet that had a bunch of, like, monsters on it, and he had to, like, survive on his own with Paragus. You say that, but a bridge Broly exists. Also, that Broly had to go to Great Ape to not instantly die in that plane as a kid. Yeah, wow. Yo Son Goku has a goober-ass villain. I actually didn't watch that one. I know what Yo Son Goku is, I just haven't watched it. Going back to Scar. I would love to have a good Scar impression because, you know, that one channel, Hug Your Loaf, that's been doing all the what-if Disney scenarios with the villains, and the one that I've been doing all my Frollo dubs for, she recently did a what-if Scar saved Mufasa video, and that was such an awesome video. I was thinking about that, too. I'm like, what if he saved Mufasa? Like, what if he did that? And, yeah, she uploaded a video, an animation of that concept, and I was like, man, I wish I had a good Scar impression. That way I could, like, bring that to life. But then I would also have to have a good Mufasa impression, and Lord knows I do not have the vocal cords to do a James Earl Jones. Hell no. Hell no. That's a rare breed right there. I do not have that kind of... I do not have that, sir. No. I could get away with Scar, but I could not do Mufasa, sir. Luffy. No, that was a different special. And I know which one he's talking about, the one with Luffy. That was also the one that was trying to like, okay, that was the special that had Goku, Luffy, and what was his name? That one dude with the orange jumpsuit and the blue hair that I've only ever seen in that one special. That they really tried to push him as like one of the main trio or whatever. Toriko. Yeah. I don't know who that is, and I've only ever seen him from that special. But they tried to make it seem like he was more like as iconic as Goku and Luffy. I'm like, hell no! I don't even know who you are. His mangaka got arrested. Wow, damn. Tried watching an episode. I wasn't. What's it even about? Like, what even is that series anyway? It was a wannabe Hunter x Hunter where everyone's a gourmet hunter? What the Okay. I was like, I had to imagine that it wasn't anything substantial because nobody talks about it. Like, I'm serious. I've only ever seen that guy, Toriko, from that one Dragon Ball special and nowhere else. Nobody talks about it. World of Food where everyone's looking for the best exotic food? Alright. Sounds like a fucking Sanji spinoff. Okay. I feel like this would be going a lot better if I had wood planks. Let's slip into bed. You know what? I'm about to abandon this. I'm gonna go make a hobbit hole. When in doubt, just make a hobbit hole. This build is not going the way that I thought it would. There was another special with Goku, Naruto, Luffy, and what other guy? They had the sense to have everyone team against Goku at the end at least. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and build a hobbit hole. When in doubt. When in doubt. Now, the question is, where am I going to build it? Well, we've got plenty of hills in this area, so... Well, I'm going to have to take this... Well, here. Put all this nonsense in here. Time to hole it up, yep. My inner hobbit got the better of me and said... He said, no, you want to build a hobbit hole. You know you do. You know you want a little cozy little hobbit hole to get away from all the land folk, from the city of men. You don't need that. You want to stay by your lonesome. You just want to stay and tend to the flowers and on the retro achievements thing, it's really hard to find games that don't already have sets. It's all obscure stuff by now. Sounds like it from the stuff that you've been showing off. I can't find anything about a DBZ Naruto crossover. That, yeah, that doesn't really ring a bell to me either. Because, yeah, when I think of the crossover for DBZ, I think of the one with Toriko. Maybe it's an association thing, I don't know. Pumpkins. Okay, hills. This could... well, no. I want it to be a smaller hill. I don't want it to be, like, in a mountain. I think in the OP Toriko crossover, I think they did gang up on Goku during their tournament. Maybe. I didn't watch it. Your guess is as good as mine on that. Actually, since I'm here, I kind of want to show... Oh, maybe we can build our hobbit hole over here. I want to show you guys something, because Zelrog, somewhat recently, Console got a new addition for the graphical department. We now have the ability to toggle vibrant visuals. Basically, we get more realistic looking shading. Now, this is cool on paper. Now look, I'm playing on PS5, right? I'm playing on a PlayStation 5. I'm going to put everything on Ultra. And hell, just for the hell of it, I'm going to make sure that I put render distance at a pretty relatively small level. I'll say 14 chunks. Okay. Small render distance, but I'm going to have everything else at Ultra, just to show what this thing's all about, okay? And it looks pretty. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty. So we're going to go back into this world again. I'm going to show you some. Again, this is on PS5. Look at how choppy this is, dude. Look at that frame drop. Look at that. Again, this is Minecraft on PS5. And the render distance is 14 chunks. Really small render distance. I was able to run shader packs on a low-end PC in 2016 with better frame rates than this, dude. Again, just goes to show that Mojang does not know how to optimize shit. Like, what is this, dude? This isn't even really that realistic looking. This doesn't have, like, the more high-fidelity textures. It doesn't even have, like, the, let me go up here and look at the trees. It doesn't even have the trees moving. Like, the leaves aren't, like, waving in the wind. To be fair, Minecraft is a small indie game and all, yeah. Like, dude, it doesn't even have, like, all the things, like, most other shader packs have that make him more intensive. It's just for shading. It's just for shadows and shit. And they still managed it to make it run like ass. Like, dude, it looks pretty, but it's like, I don't want to play it if the frames are this bad. Lordy. Yeah, turn that off. Turn that off. Can you do the voice of the opening from Samurai Jack? Probably not. Well, honestly, that's mostly because I don't even know what the intro is by heart, so I couldn't recite it. I disagree. I can't do a Mako voice. Yeah, I was about to say I can't do Mako shit. That just came out sounding like another Steve Blum voice, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's time for you to look deep inside yourself, Zuko, and ask the real questions. It's time for you to look deep inside yourself, Zuko, and ask the real questions. Okay, that sounded more like Donzo, which I can do Donzo pretty good, I think. You Chihak then, or a stain on the shinobi world. And now, Shisui, I shall have your eye. Why do we... It's time you ask yourself the real questions. Why do we park on driveways and drive on parkways? So fucking stupid. It's forever Aramaki. Yeah, no, that was the funny thing, was that when me and my bro were watching Ghost in the Shell for the first time, we were just constantly making connections to Donzo. Because that's where we heard him first. Yeah, he does do a lot of old guy voices, though, yeah.
You will never stand a chance against my vacuum blast barrage. Behold my wind style.
Okay, where did I say I was going to build that hobbit hole? Didn't I say it was over here somewhere? Yeah, I think so.
There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole at the bottom of the sea.
Oh, more emerald. More like, I mean, I don't know why I give a shit. I already threw away a bunch of my emeralds earlier. I'm just doing it for the XP. Why not? Doing it for the XP-ness.
I'm doing it for the XP. Tell me, Quasimodo, have you ever built a hobbit hole in Minecraft? Oh, you should, my boy. Now, Quasimodo, the first thing that I have to teach you about playing Minecraft is rule number 1. Never, ever dig straight down.
Fucking I could make a video about that, honestly. Like, if I really lock in and decide to dedicate myself to that, be like, Frollo teaches Minecraft, and he just goes over a bunch of bulletin points about, like, what to do and what not to do in Minecraft.
Now, first, you're going to load into the game, and the first thing you're going to do is punch wood. Quasimodo, it appears as though your hunger meter is low. You'll need to gather up on food. Kill that pig.
But Master, I don't want to kill the pig.
Kill it now.
Did you hear they got an IRL dog for that Netflix? Yeah, no, I saw. That new Netflix Scooby-Doo, yeah. Because Netflix can't get enough of those, apparently. Frollo and Palpatine would be an interesting meetup. Is it possible to learn this power, Master?
Not through a Jedi.
What could Frollo even say to Palpatine? I guess Palpatine and Frieza would be more likely. Yeah, Frieza and Palpatine would probably be more likely, though. Frieza wouldn't have that, though. He'd go right to Palpatine's doorstep and fry his ass. But he'd actually, no, you know what? He'd probably strike a deal with him. He'd be like,
So this new lightsaber technology seems quite intriguing. Do go on, Sir Palpatine. I do wish to know more about these Kyber crystals. the freezer force could do for some new technology in the combat department. All we have are these dinky ray guns. I do say a light sword could go quite a long way. It certainly would make the Ginyu Force seem more presentable.
You know what? This spot, maybe? No, there's a cave in it, though, man. Dan Green Yugi is another one I sometimes just hit on improv, never when trying. I could see it, yeah. Actually, you know what? I feel like Ed. Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie is one I just kind of do on improv, but if I actually got out of my way to try to do it, I probably wouldn't get it nearly as well, because I did it earlier. I was like, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. But I guarantee you, if I tried to, like, spend time actually, like, reciting it and trying to do, like, a recording of it, it probably wouldn't come out sounding that good. Because I'm in the moment. I'm actually digging a hole. Like, I'm actually getting into the character. So it just comes out. I love the animation of Ed and the user. Yeah, no, I love that too. I can't listen to that song the same way ever again, dude. Sometimes I'll hear it in like a store, or like sometimes my mom will have it playing in the car, or like she'll have it playing somewhere. I cannot hear that song the same anymore without thinking of Ed's stupid ass. Now it's Forever Ed. Yep. Forever Ed. Is this another village up here? Is this a new village? It looks like it, I think. Please be a new village. Please don't tell me I just went in circles like a dumbass. Like a dumbass? Why haven't you built your base yet, dumbass? This dumbass has been playing for like 2 hours, and he's been sitting here walking around mining for dumb shit. How's your Beavis? Not great. I feel like the most I could do for Beavis is like the yeah, fire, fire. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. I don't practice it nearly as much as Butthead. I'll be the Beavis to your butt. There you go. I think I've heard your Beavis voice before, and yeah, I think you would do a better Beavis than me. Did I ask for fries, dumbass? Okay, well this looks like a new village, I think. Yeah, okay. Is there a blacksmith? Please be a blacksmith. I would love to get some new... I mean, I don't need anything. Okay, we got a blacksmith. What's in the chest? Iron and some obsidian. Oh god, oh god. I hear you, I hear you. I'm gonna die. I almost died. If I died right there, that might have been the end of the stream. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been the end of the stream right there if I had died. Shit. No, I haven't died yet. Nope. Been very careful so far. Been making sure to sleep in the bed. speaking of beds... Oh, is there another blacksmith thing here? Yeah. More upset. We can make a portal, I think. Yeah, can we? Oh. I think we can make a portal. And then I just need flint and steel. That was a spontaneous Jack Black impression, which I feel like I probably won't be able to replicate again. God, stop, stop. Marge is a fun female voice to do. Yeah, no, she's always fun to do. Marge is also one of those voices where, like, again, it's so inconsistent for me sometimes. Sometimes I'll be able to imitate it perfectly, other times I just botch it horribly. It depends on how rough my voice is, or how, like, yeah. Like, if my voice is rough enough, I can pull it off. I feel like you need to be, like, under, like, a sickness to do that. Like, you need to have a cold, or you need to be, like, somewhat sick or under the weather to do that voice. Like, I feel like I can't do that voice right now. I can't do Marge. Be like,
homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
See, that came out better than the other times I've tried it, but that could have been a lot better, too. Or just old. The actress is, oh yeah, no, she's how old? Counterintuitively, dry throat helps your voice go deeper. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that for sure. Whenever I'm trying to do my Frollo voice, I try to force myself to have a dry throat. Because if I have, like, a normal throat, like, if my throat's just normal, it's a little bit harder to get out. But I'm like, if I really want it to sound convincing, I gotta have dry throat for that to work effectively. Voice actor problems 101. Is there a bed in here? No. Yes, burn. Yeah, the fire started. Burn! Burn! If anybody knows what that's from, props. Surely everyone's seen that video by now. How about we just get an actress to do the voices instead? Surely nothing could go wrong. Alright, daytime. And the skeleton's still alive because he's hiding under a tree like a little bitch. There's a nice little village settlement you guys got here. I need that bed, though. Okay, well, as long as the respawn point is set right there, that's fine. I will never not resent Crisp Rat Mario. Crisp Rat. It's so weird what they did with him, because, like, he's obviously just doing the Chris Pratt voice. He's just talking as himself, but then they got him saying stuff like they're giving him lines that should be said with an Italian accent, like "let's a go," and he just says it in an American accent, like he just says "let's a go." Like what? It's just so jarring, dude. He's just some guy for some reason, yeah. And I like, because I remember the build-up to the first movie, when they were teasing what Chris Pratt would sound like. And Chris Pratt was being just, I don't know if he thought it was like a joke or whatever, But he was advertising it like, oh, this is a voice that you've never heard before, and like, it's a new type of voice that would. It's like they were hyping it up to make it sound like it was like this new take on Mario's voice that would just blow everyone out of the water. No, it's just Chris Pratt. Making it sound like he was putting on a voice or something when he's not really putting on a voice at all. Alright, Darian. When are you going to lock in and start building the base? It has been over 2 hours, and you've just been wandering aimlessly, trying to find a spot. Oh, I see a ravine. Oh my god, I see a ravine. I know I want to build this base, but I see a ravine, man. Oh, come on, I want to go down there. And it goes to a cave? Oh, man. How do we build a base, Frollo?
Well, first, you need to have a good idea of where you want to build your base first. Then, you need to gather materials. Start by getting some wood and maybe some cobblestone. But, in this case, since you would like to build a hobbit hole, you need primarily a good source of wood. I prefer spruce. But, before I even get started with any of that, I need to find a good spot. Which I can't seem to find anywhere. I'm trying to build a hobbit hole inside of a hill, not a mountain. After all, a hill looks more aesthetically pleasing that way. Trying to build a hobbit hole inside of a mountain is just not worth it. It just doesn't hit the same. You understand that, right, Quasimodo? Oh, what do you know about building bases?
Technically, you could build a bell tower. Yeah, I could. I could.
I could build a bell tower, perhaps. A place where nowhere else can see. And then maybe this game could be of use to me.
I don't know. Seriously, where's the spot? This is the longest I've had to look for a good hobbit hole spot. Like, come on, man. Okay, there's our old build right there. Okay, so that's a good landmark. I'm just not... You got a decent clopen. I could see it. I had to voice Clopen for a brief moment in that video. I don't know if you saw it, Zelrog, the one video that I did recently. I had to dub Clopen and I had to dub the guards. The two guards. The one that sounds like Patrick.
Yeah, you're just a Romani in disguise.
And I think Clopin, I had to say like, "Ha! You think you will believe your own money? You're Frollo in disguise." Build a swamp hut. What am I, a witch? Nya, 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 nya. Oh, we got some sunflowers here. Just take me to a hill. Take me down to the what and the what. Take me down to a grassland biome where the hills are flat and the grass is I don't know. Ever played Burnout Paradise? I've only played Burnout one time, and that was at a cousin's house way back when I was a kid. Like, I think it was like 2007 or 2008-ish. And that was on the PS2. And I don't know if that was Burnout Paradise. I think it was a Burnout game, and yeah, I remember it being pretty fun. The one thing I remember about Burnout was the whole, like, I think the appeal of it was that, like, the whole crashing system, like, the crashes looked really good. Like, you would just crash into the other person, it would just look really awesome. It wasn't? That's what I remember about it anyway. I'm just drawing on memory from, like... I think me censoring a message as a joke actually got used to detected. Oh, it wasn't? Oh. Yeah, nothing got censored, I don't think. No. Burnout Paradise is unique in that it's an open world with collectibles and stuff to find. Smash through? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, played it very briefly when I was a kid, and yeah, I just thought it was like, oh my god, that's awesome. Explosions. Explosive cars. Please give me a hobbit hole spot. Wait. Oh, I see some hills over here. I see some winding hills over here. Can we get one? Can we get one? Can we get one? Can we get one? Wait. Maybe this hill will do. Maybe this hill right here will do. Maybe. That depends. How tall is it? Maybe? No. It's just not big enough. I'm sorry. It's close. It was right there. It was so close to happening. Forza Horizons is doing that now, but their world is too realistic. Forza Horizon has got some, I think they had some, Hot Wheels DLC. Like, one of their DLCs was a Hot Wheels inspired collab, and it was literally an entire racetrack, like a whole, like, map that looks like a Hot Wheels track, and it was trippy. And they just now made a game out of that. They now made, like, a Hot Wheels game inspired by that DLC, so, yeah. Yeah, the Hot Wheels, yeah, okay, yeah, you did mention the Hot Wheels, yeah. Quick, we need to get to bed. That's neat, no, but it doesn't mean much if it's not populated with collectibles. Yeah, it's just racing at that point. Yeah, you're just racing on a track, just admiring the scenery, I guess. Which, I mean, those games do look pretty when they are. It's just, yeah. Can I get a... So, like, seriously, how long are we? Like, over 2.5 hours. I should not have to struggle this much just to find a hobbit hole spot, man. See, like, that is a nice looking mountain right there. That is cool. Man, remember back in the day, we didn't have stuff like this. It would just be hills and more hills. If you wanted to have anything reminiscent of a mountain, you would have to play on, like, what was that called? You'd have to play on, I forget the old mode. It was, figure out how to parkour places on a skateboard. Wait, what? Like the platforming elements? Oh, yeah. Yeah, extreme biomes. Yeah, you would get extreme biomes, and then, like, the scaling would go up super, super high. That was, like, the only way you could get, like, feasible mountains, quote-unquote, in Minecraft. And we finally have them. We actually have, like, actual mountains in this game that have snow on them and everything. So that's cool to see. I'm glad we finally got that after so long. Guess we're going up on a mountain. Well, no, we don't want to go on a mountain. That's the problem. Darian, what are you doing? What are you doing? You see something, you walk to it, and you get all autistic as fuck. Stop doing that. You are here to build a hobbit hole.
We are here to find gorillas, not indulge some girlish fantasy.
Mountains on the mind. It's because I live in mountains. That's all I get. I'm surrounded by them. It's mountains every day. I wake up, there's mountains. I go outside, there's mountains. I go to sleep, there's mountains. I play Minecraft, there's mountains. Oh god. My favorite track. My favorite Minecraft track is on. You're about to hear me go crazy. I might start humming. Well, not humming. I'm gonna do like a little doot 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 here and there. This track is just such an earworm. Do 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 do. Oh fuck, there's a zombie. Oh fuck, this track is just such an earworm, dude. I can't help it. Do 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 do. They really didn't even try to make any of these in Smash, just Minecraft Dungeons and Pig Step. You talk about the music? Oh god. See, I'm surprised that creeper didn't take out more of my health. People complain that Belmont's curse was $30. Huh? That's a point of praise, my brother. That's a point of praise. I'm surprised that it's $30. Are you kidding me? In an industry right now where it's so easy for these developers to ride on the bandwagon of $70 games, you're mad at them for making the new Castlevania $30? You're kidding me. That's how I know people just be making shit up. That's how I know people just get mad at anything, man. Just to complain. Just artificial nonsense. Just artificial drama for the hell of it. Like, why are we complaining about that? We get a new Castlevania game in almost 20 years, and you're complaining that's $30 in an industry that's overblown with $70 games. Really? Like, really? By the way, $70 games, which even come with microtransactions in them, by the way. Yeah. Activision. Have you thought about playing the original versions? Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I can emulate them anytime I want, but no, like, I honestly, I meant to say this, by the way, Zalrog. I have Tony Hawk 3 and 4 on my PS5. I am honestly not even compelled to finish it, and that says a lot because I went out of my way to try to 100% Tony Hawk 1 and 2 on PS5. 3 and 4, oh my god, I feel like they really dropped the ball severely with that. And what really killed it for me was the censorship. I could not stand it. A lot of the charm and the aesthetic and just there's so much about it that got cut out from the originals. I just don't care, dude. I really don't. I'm not compelled to beat it now. Yeah, dude, there was censorship. I think there's a whole compilation video on YouTube you can look up about all the stuff they did censor. Like, I think there was one about, I forget which map it was. There's an NPC that's like pissing. They got rid of that. And I think it even extends to some of the, some of the tricks you do. Like, some of the tricks you have to do that involves, like, messing with the scenery, some of that gets toned down. And I'm like, dude, why? It's Tony Hawk! But, like, dude, like, it's just so much that they changed from the original, more so than 1 and 2. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to finish this. Yeah, it's telling me it's one of my favorite series. I mean, yeah, it's just that bad. And yeah, it makes me want to go back and just play the originals at that point. And playing Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and on those original maps also makes me want to go back and play the, what was it, BMX? The BMX pro biker games. Pro BMX. Because, yeah, I mentioned that before. I played that when I was a kid, and I had fun with it. It's basically just Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but with bikes. And it's equally as fun. The original 4 is great, though. Real shame that they totally changed it in the remake, yeah. That too. That's the other thing, too. Losing the open world aspect in 4 and just making it a linear set of levels, yeah, I was like, this just felt lazy. This whole thing just felt like they had to make it because it was a cash grab. Because people wouldn't stop bitching about it, and we're like, fine. That's what it feels like. 3 and 4 just feels like, fine, here, take it. More than an actual passion project. That's what it feels like to me. 1 and 2 feels a little bit more like a passion project. 3 and 4 was just like, fine, here you go. Whatever. Are you happy now? Can you leave us alone? Can't you see we're busy with Call of Duty? We're never going to find a spot to build this hospital, are we? Quote-unquote busy with COD. No, they're kind of in shambles right now. I feel like after last year with Black Ops 7 and Battlefield basically humiliating the fuck out of them with that trailer, with that celebrity DLC trailer with the celebrity operator skins and whatnot, they embarrassed the hell out of them. So much so right now, the Call of Duty social media teams have been making an effort to basically clarify that yes, we are getting rid of the goofy Fortnite skins. Because now they're getting mad at people who clown on them for it. Like, they're actively trying to, like, check these people and be like, hey, by the way, we're not doing this anymore. Next game, we're not doing it. Keep the receipts. I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep your word to that. You better hold up your end of the bargain on that. They're being really adamant about it now that they're not doing the Fortnite skins anymore, that they're gonna keep it all grounded. I'm like, all right, whatever you say. I've seen some people call Belmont's Curse art style the Hades indie game art style. Well, it's technically indie game because it's made by Evil Empire, who did Dead Cells. Which, yeah, it looks like Dead Cells because it's made by the Dead Cells devs, and it looks like an indie game because, yeah, what are you gonna expect? But I don't think it looks bad. I feel like way too many people that were being critical about Belmont's Curse are people that aren't even really that into the series to begin with. Juju Pyre survive. Oh my god. Yeah, that old thing. I'm surprised that that was a thing that they made. Like, that really should have been just another expansion. No fair. Why can't I have a superhero and a vampire in my realistic military shooter? It's the Castlevania Netflix fans. It's them, but it is also a good chunk of people that have really only played the series at a surface level. Like, I can tell you right now, most of these people that are complaining about this are people that have not touched the Castlevania games since Order of Ecclesia, or people that have only played the collections, or they don't even want to play the collections unless it has Symphony of the Night in it. They definitely haven't played Grimoire of Souls, I know that. They definitely haven't played that. They have, like, such little time in the series, and yet they have the nerve to come out of the woodwork when Belmont's Curse is announced and be like, this doesn't feel like Castlevania. What is this? What is this art style, dude? Why does it look so weird? Why does it look like Netflix? And take it from me, someone that actively hates Netflix Castlevania. I'm arguably one of its biggest haters. Not once during that trailer did I get an inkling of an idea that it felt like Netflixvania. Not at all. Because I know better. Because I know what the Netflix style looks like. And I know what someone else's art style looks like. That did not look like Netflix, I'm sorry. And it was also confirmed outright anyway, because social media team behind it was giving out, like, snippets of lore, and it was confirmed that it took place like 20-something years after Curse of Darkness, which, by the way, Curse of Darkness can't happen in the Netflix continuity anyway. So that outright dismisses it. Because the way they wrote Netflixvania made it to where Curse of Darkness just doesn't happen. Wandering around. We're just doing walking simulator right now, just chilling and walking. That's what we're doing today. Can't find a spot to build a base, so we're just sitting here walking. Walking and jumping.
Welcome to Walking Simulator. Today we were going to build a hobbit hole, but it seems that we are having a little bit of trouble trying to find a spot. So today we are playing some Walking Simulator.
What's the least appropriate game Frollo would be LPing? Probably Doom. Doom or... Plays Hello Kitty. Actually, no, I'm trying to think of like a... I'm trying to think of like in character, like what would he hate? Something that would be like demonic to him. Or heresy. something to be blasphemous for him to be playing. Probably like... I mean, doesn't Bayonetta have you fighting against angels, though? Yeah, I think Bayonetta has you fighting against angels. So maybe he'd be playing that. Any JRPG where God is the final boss, yeah.
I will have you know that the only reason why I am playing Bayonetta is because it was a viewer's request.
Bayonetta's angels are... Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a caveat with that game with, like, Bayonetta angels aren't exactly like angels. They're like, there's something wrong with them. Biblically accurate trademark. An Umbra Witch.
You know, Quasimodo, I've been quite hooked on this game known as Dragon Quest Builders. I've also been spending my time playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon, though I can't say I know what a roller coaster even is.
He would enjoy a game about people manipulation.
Yes, my favorite games are City Skylines, Civilization, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and of course, The Sims.
Fucking Frollo plays The Sims.
How do I get my character to seduce the Grim Reaper?
Okay, surely we've got a good spot over here, right? Wait a minute, Oh my god, I went in a circle, dude. Guys, I went in a circle.
I can't believe this. I went in a circle. What sorcery is this? I went in a complete circle. And now I have to find a new biome once again.
What'd I tell you? Walking simulator. Walk in a straight line long enough, you'll make a circle. Yeah, I mean, that's technically true. Because you walk around the Earth. And you walk around the circumference. So you do technically make a circle. 5 more minutes of this and I'm gonna get mad. 5 more minutes of this and I'm gonna shut the stream off. Because literally a lot of this has just been me walking, trying to find a spot for this hobbit hole, and just talking. Which, I mean, I don't mind talking, but it's like, you know, in retrospect, people watching this, it's just gonna be like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we watching? Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Just this guy and his Frollo impressions for an hour and a half. Thought about building a boat. Yeah, I guess, but most of the bodies of water that I've been traveling on have been short enough to I'll just bite the bullet and swim. Truly placing blocks and whatnot. Yeah, not a lot of placing blocks. Definitely not a lot of that yet.
I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft.
Seriously though, where... Am I gonna have to build a boat? Am I really gonna have to build a boat and go out there? Yeah. No, you back off. You back off. I hear you. I hear a little squiggly. I hear a squiggly spider. I hear you squiggling. Knock it off. I said knock it off. All right, boat. Where is boat? Give me boat. Animal Crossing X Castlevania X Doom. That is highly specific. Animal Crossing. Okay, how would this work? So Animal Crossing, you would be in the town, you would be in Romania, and your goal is to build a castle, but to start you need to make a village. So you have a bunch of Castlevania characters show up to your island, and it generally gets populated. So you have a bunch of Belmont show up, and then they settle there, and then you start getting more resources to build a castle, and then Doom Guy shows up, and then he starts killing everything, and he helps you to kill the monsters that try to invade your island. There you go. I tried. You're building the village from Castlevania 2? Fucking Algeba. Alright, boat time. You know you're not even that far off from Dragon Quest Builders? Really? Up there, where babies bloom. We should totally get a Castlevania maker. Man, we were really close to that with that new revamp game that came out. I'm so pissed about that because, like, they teased it. The whole setup for that trailer makes you think it's a Castlevania game where you're playing as Dracula, building a castle and having to stop enemies that are coming in. But it's not. It's just called Revamp. And they know that. The developers know that it looks like Castlevania. Like, the character's name is Dracula. You are playing as Dracula. And you are building a castle and testing out its defenses against monsters. Like, that would have been such a cool Castlevania spin-off concept, dude. But, like, an actual Castlevania Maker, though, on the same level as, like, Mario Maker, where you get to design your own levels, though, that'd be cool, too. I mean, that'd be awesome. I could see the appeal for that also. And you know what you call it? You call it Castlemania. Okay, what about the... Oh, God. Okay, now that took more of my health. Again, the inconsistencies, man. Okay, I need to be careful. There's a skeleton behind me. I'm probably gonna die here, ladies and gents. You ready? Wait, we don't have to die. We don't have to die yet. Hold on. It doesn't have to be this way. Okay. I didn't have enough food to sprint.
That was a close one. And to think that I almost died by a skeleton.
It'd be awesome to have randomly put together castles from bits submitted by various people around the world. Like, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Classic Vania or Igavania. I mean, why not both? Mario Maker lets you switch between, like, classic Mario and new Mario. You can mix it up. Tune in next week when I'll be playing Call of Duty Zombies with Ursula. Speaking of Ursula, my mom has, like, such an Ursula laugh. When she laughs, it literally sounds like Ursula. Me and my bro joke about that a lot every time he comes over and he has to listen to it. She laughs just like her, and we're like, okay, Ursula, calm down. Rip Pat Carroll, by the way, voice actor for Ursula. She died like a couple years ago, I think. She got up there in age. She was like 90 something. James Woods is still doing Hades. I think he's going to be voicing Hades in Kingdom Hearts 4, and he's like, I think he's 80, isn't he? He's like 80 something. Yeah, let me double check. Ain't he like 80 something? I didn't think he was that old though. I really didn't. Like, I knew he was old, but I didn't think he was like that old. I was like, damn, dude. Okay, no, he's 79. He's close to 80. But still, doing Hades at 79 is crazy. Back up. Nice. Collateral. Burn. Okay, I see a cherry blossom biome over there. Now, hold on. We got some hills right here. We got a good selection of hills to pick from. Now, please, can we please get started with this fucking project after almost 3 hours? Please. How do I not have an axe on me? Wait, did that... Okay, I was about to say... I was like, is me hitting it with a shovel not giving me the wood? No, it's just because I'm overstocked on shit. I think the person modeled after Tinkerbell just died. Huh. I think I read about that somewhere. It does sound familiar. I might do that. I might take... I can probably make a TikTok out of that. I'm gonna take the little snippet of me doing Frollo teaching Minecraft to Quasimodo. Make that like a little... maybe like a YouTube short. That'll probably take off. Frollo teaches Minecraft. Now see, these hills would have been nice if they weren't surrounded by water. I can't have a water-bound hobbit hole because then no one can come get me, and I can't have a farm. It's a cow farm. You're gonna find the cows inside. It's a cow, it's a cow, it's a cow, it's a cow, it's a cow inside. Of course you're gonna find a farm inside. It's a cow inside. Of course you're gonna find a farm inside. You are the cow. Of course you're gonna find a farm inside. I wish I knew how to do sprite art. Juice Sprite I found is one online is close to perfect. There's times where I felt like that, where I'm like, sprite art, it just looks so immaculate and so impressive. I'm like, man, I wish I could do something like that. But I'm like, wait, I already do artwork. I've already got my own profession. What am I talking about? Can't be a jack of all trades. I mean, you're already an actor and a voice actor. I mean, you're an artist, not actor. What are you talking about? I don't even know if I could act for shit. I'd like to think that I can, but I've never tried it. I've never put myself in front of a camera and acted before. I think there was one time in my life where I've tried that, and that was way back when I was in like junior high. And my ex, she had like this big fat ass camera, like those big ass like actual like cameras that you had to put like a tape in. She put a cassette tape in there, and we tried to record like some skit thing, tried like to do some like weird storyline thing with like these characters, and I was in it, and I tried to act, but I didn't really get to see how the finished product turned out because the VHS was like badly damaged, and it didn't really come out on the TV very well, so that didn't really go anywhere. That was the only time I ever tried to act in anything. Voice acting, though, I'm superb at. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about, too. Like, I'm expressive with my voice, but I don't know how expressive I am with my face. Actually, no, let me talk about this, right? I know for a fact I would struggle with acting because, let me tell you, I didn't learn how to smile correctly until I was in high school. If you go back and look at all my school pictures from like elementary school and even junior high, I'm not even smiling right. And when I say that I'm not smiling right, I would like try to force a smile in like a weird way to where it would look like I'm like kind of like doing like one of those like I'm not even smiling. I'm like kind of like what's that face? What is that? What do you call that expression when you're like disappointed with something and you kind of like purse your lips together? It's really weird to describe, but I wasn't smiling right. I would like kind of force the ends of my lips together. It felt like I was smiling, but I wasn't. And I struggled with that all the way up until high school. And I think part of that was just me being autistic and not knowing how to like express my emotions correctly. Like nowadays, I obviously have a much better handle on how to express myself correctly with my emotions, but yeah, like a pout. It looked like I was pouting. There you go. It didn't look like I was smiling. It looked more like a pout. And yeah, like nowadays I can smile on command just fine. But it's the fact that it took me so long to learn how to like emote correctly. And I feel like, yeah, if I tried to act in anything, I could probably get the emotion out, but I'm no Jim Carrey. I do not have mastery over my facial muscles at all. I can frown on command maybe. I can smile on command, but if you wanted me to do like more complex stuff that involves like more dramatic acting, I don't know. That'd probably take some lessons. I'd probably have to do that long term. I'd have to like really get into that. Like, I can't cry on command. That's something that takes some serious work, is learning how to cry on command. Don't know who that imposter is supposed to be. I think he's just getting old. He's changing his hairstyle a little bit, and he is getting older. I think people do tend to underestimate how badly aging can affect you once you reach a certain age. Because you reach a plateau at a certain point, but then once you get old enough, you hit that wall, and it hits you hard. Like, it hits you bad once you reach that final stage of aging. Once you get into elderly age, and that's when it starts to hit you pretty bad. And you're like, okay, then you start to look unrecognizable. And people are like, oh, what happened to him? Did he get cloned? Did he die? Did he get replaced? Did he have surgeries? Like, no, he just got old. He just got old, man. And I feel like a lot of people are just not, they're just not keen to that. They're just being willfully ignorant to that. It's like, dude, people get old. And when you get really old, you look unrecognizable. Like when Luke got taller. People are saying his eye color is also different. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I haven't seen the pictures, but I mean, that could also be a lighting thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the safe bet and say that he just got older. Just going to go with the real world explanation that he just got older, man. I see the D in Darien stands for deep state. Yeah, don't worry about it. He just got older. Don't look into it. The song is back. The song is back, yay. The song is back, yay. I'm super happy. The song is playing. I'm super happy that this song is back. Okay, all these birch trees. Bro, I'm serious. I have not struggled this goddamn badly trying to find a Hobbit hole location, bro. Usually I'm able to find one within like the first 10 minutes. How do you take fall damage from falling on leaves? I mean, I didn't exactly fall into a leaf pile. do 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 do. I found the birch trees. 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 Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I need to find a Hobbit hole location. It's gonna turn to nighttime again. Yay! There's a creeper behind me, isn't there? There's a creeper behind me, isn't there? I don't know.
I haven't done shit for over 2 hours. I haven't done shit for over 2 hours. I haven't done shit for over 2 hours. I haven't done shit for over 2 hours.
Oh, I'm definitely about to die for sure. Phantoms are on my ass. Ooh, I'm so lucky that that Phantom did not come down for a second swoop. That would have been it. That would have been prime time for me to end the stream, which I'm honestly pretty close to ending it at this point, because if I don't find a hobbit hole spot, then what are we doing at this point? And then you're sitting on these resources all damn day, not doing anything with it. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? We still need to work with this redstone. You know what? That's our next project. Fuck the hobbit hole. That's not going anywhere. We're gonna spend the next few minutes or however long we have to learn about redstone.
Change of plans. Instead of building a hobbit hole, today's assignment will be to learn how to use redstone. Do you think you can handle that, Quasimodo?
Just make a switch and some redstone torches. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Alright, I can do this, Mr. Krabs. I can do this, Mr. Krabs. I can do this. I can do this, Mr. Krabs. Here, place a torch. Light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Oh, shit. Okay. Clear out some space here. We're going to call this our redstone room. Our redstone experimentation room. Alright. Get ourselves... Well, we don't need that copper spear. Oh god, the cave noises. Okay, so torches and redstone torches. We can make 38 of those. Let's just make 10. Fuck it. Alright. Redstone. What do we make with redstone? Let's try something simple. I'll grab a minecart. Grab... Okay, now see, this is the tricky part. Buttons. Buttons and levers. What do people normally make with redstone tracks? Is that a button or a lever? Or, again, this is part of the learning curve. I'm learning. Baby steps. I have no idea what I'm doing with redstone. I've never touched it before. All right. Well, here. All right. Let's put the redstone down first. The button is a button. It sends out a signal when the cart goes over it. Okay. I need to build a chest. The gold is powered track, which makes it cart. Okay. Okay. Would you build a chest already? You autistic bastard. So you're fumbling with my storage space. All right, rail, cart. Set this up. We're just going to go in a circle. it go in a circle. Okay. Torch. Redstone. I assume this is how this works. They don't connect to the rail. Let me make a button. Let me make a button. Slap a gold track next to the torch. A gold track? Do I have the gold to make that? Oh, powered. Okay. Oh, powered rail. Okay. I gotcha. We need ingots for that. So, do we have enough to make ingots? No, we don't, because I threw away all my resources. Wait, how much does a block make? 9. Perfect. The redstone would have to be in a line. Oh, okay. Have to be in a line. Here, let me... Okay, let's make these rails. Okay, we got 6 of those. Let's... Again, this is me learning. I'm learning here. Don't get mad. Put 1 torch in the middle and a piece of redstone next to it. Okay. All right. Let's here. Let's put it here. Let's put it here since that's where the redstone's connecting. It lit up. Progress. Oh, but they don't. Do they? Ah, they don't turn. Okay. So all it does is just make it move faster. Okay, I see where this is going. Okay. It's like a roller coaster. Okay, let's try this. Here, move over here. Wait, did that work? Here, back up. I assume that's making it go faster, because it looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, I saw a boost from that. Okay, so it is working. Here, let's put some more down. Let's put one like right here. Well, it is working, I can tell that much. At least I think. Oh, it did something. I can tell it's working. Oh, because they're not... No, you're right. Okay. I don't have the... Oh, I see. Okay. You're right. Oh, that's not connecting anymore. Okay. Fuck. Here, let's move this. I get it now. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. But I don't think I'll be able to... Yeah, fuck. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's see. Progress ho! We did it, ladies and gents. We learned about redstone. We did it. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that wasn't that hard. Like, just connect the redstone. But obviously I do think it is going to get a little bit more complicated when it comes to things like pistons and machinery and stuff like that. Like the more complicated builds. But for that, I mean, yeah, that's simple. That's simple enough. Redstone torches can be turned on and off. That's what the button's for, right? Yeah, hold on, let's keep going. That's what the button's for, isn't it? Or the lever, one of the two. No? A button will send out a signal. If the signal goes into a block with a torch on it, the signal will switch. Oh, so I'd have to put... Okay, so I'd have to elevate the block. Or I could just... Hold on. I could just do this. Can I do this with a lever? Haha! Yes, sir. Get moving. Alright, we're learning. Good stuff.
This has been Minecraft with Frodo.
That's about it. Just string on and offs to do what you want and when. Right. I get the gist. Okay. It's like for so many years I just viewed redstone as like this alien concept that was just too complicated for me to even bother learning. It's not that bad, I guess, but obviously when it comes to any complicated build, like, yeah, you're gonna have to learn it at some point. Because I always see videos of people making, like, these moving automatons and shit. I'm like, how the hell do you do that, man? Like, you gotta have, like, some, like, mathematician's, like, mindset to go about that, man. I forgot Terada did the artwork for Castlevania. Yeah, no, I forgot about that too. When I made a post about that at first when the trailer came out, I was more focused on the Zelda artwork because that's where I saw most of his work from. Yeah, I was more familiar with all of his Zelda work because they look great, but it didn't occur to me that, yeah, he did do the Castlevania 3 artwork too. I was like, oh, that's him too? It's like, well, shit, if I knew that, I would have brought more attention to that. Because, like, oh, look, we're coming full circle. We finally got the original Castlevania 3 Nintendo Power artist to do a cover for the game. That would have been way more cool to call out. Well, since it's apparent that we're not going to find a hobbit hole in this stream, I say we end it right here. I mean, why not? Yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. We've been going on for over 3 hours and have not made a hobbit hole. A lot of our time has just been spent wandering around, doing Frollo impersonations, and learning about redstone. Progress was made. Yeah. It was made somewhat. So, I learned something today. We learned. That's what matters. What will be the cover art for Belmont's Curse? The fancy artwork? It's starting to look like the... Well, right now, it looks like the artwork that's on all the storefronts right now is the fancy artwork by Terada. I don't know what they're going to do for the Steelbook, because if the Steelbook ends up being the other artwork, I feel like that's going to be a step backwards. I feel like the main artwork should be the one that we got initially, and the Terada artwork should be the Steelbook, for like the special editions, honestly. It does feel like a placeholder, yeah, but I do think they should have just stuck with that initially, so that the Terada artwork would be more like a special edition thing. I'm not really mad about it either way. I do think that this artwork is better, and I do think that it fits better as the main artwork. I'm not mad about it. But, yeah, I do think that, in all likelihood, the Terada artwork is probably going to be the final art for the game. Yeah. But that does make me wonder what the Steelbook is going to look like, though. Because I think we've already seen the Steelbook. The Steelbook has the original artwork from the reveal. From everything I've seen anyway, from all the other retailers that have the Steelbook, they're using the original artwork, the original poster work. That is so weird. Look at it go, just going in circles.
It's okay to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles. Why not make this your hobbit hole? Because it's not on a hill. It's in, like, some grassy savanna biome with no, like, presentation to it. Like, yeah, you could technically make anything into a hobbit hole if you really wanted to, but the idea is that you want it to look like it's on a hill, right? Like on a mound. You want it to look like a hill mound with like a front yard. You want it to have, like, presentation, which I'm not going to get presentation with all this sand all everywhere. And there's a creeper. Yeah, so this biome, or this seed, has just not been giving me any luck. Well, I mean, everyone in the Shire, though, I mean, most of the Shire and Bag End was mostly hills. And I kind of want it to have that aesthetic. I don't want to just build, like, I don't want to just build a home in the ground, just randomly. It's got to have presentation, and I want it to look like Bilbo's house, too. That's the thing. I want it to kind of look like Bilbo's hobbit hole. So, that's the idea. That's the whole idea, dearie! Jack should know what that's from, maybe, if he's seen it. Because he watches the jet lag movies. That it? We gonna wrap it up? I think we're gonna wrap it up, yeah. Well, we got iron tools, we got redstone, we learned how to make redstone contraptions for the first time. We got to talk about voice acting, got to fuck around with Frollo for a little bit. And yeah, I think that's really the gist of this Minecraft stream, honestly. I wanted to go a little bit further, but this damn hobbit hole situation was really driving a stick up my ass. Well, that's going to be it for me. We're going to close out on this never-ending minecart. And I will catch y'all later. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye. Bye. Damn, almost 4 hours. I'm just now looking at the timer. 3 hours and 43 minutes. For what? For what? Anyway, bye!